one step away now. That's Adani and its Carmichael coal mine after the company was given environmental approval for its black-throated finch management plan. Live now to Brendan Smith, who's in Brisbane. Brendan, it's one of two final approvals to be signed off on. The company today obviously welcoming this and saying it doesn't need anything else other than the groundwater management plan. It's got the money to fund it. It's basically ready to go ahead.
Yeah, indeed. We've just spoken to Adani CEO Lucas Dow here at Adani headquarters. He says this management plan approval has been months in the making. That black-throated finch management plan, just for context, there's been 7 different versions of this plan and it's been dragging on for months, causing utter political turmoil across the spectrum in Labor and the LNP. Of course, Jackie Trad has been absolutely opposed to it, the Deputy Premier, and Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk has been keen to get it moving after that major fallout in the federal election. We have just spoken to the Adani CEO, Lucas Dow. Here's what he had to say.
So obviously we're heartened by the news this morning that we've had the black-throated finch management plan approved. This represents the culmination of more than 2 years of working with the Queensland Department of Environment and Science. So we're obviously encouraged now to have that in our hands.
Now, Lucas Dow couldn't say how many finches are actually on the site, but he did insist there will be a major habitat and ecosystem set aside for the finches once the mine construction takes place. Here's Lucas Dow again.
We've got safeguards in place now to be able to ensure the habitat, also expert management practices to ensure that there's obviously habitat, the seeds, the water sources and the necessary breeding grounds and feed types to ensure that the bird can continue to thrive in that area.
So that will be 33 hectares of habitat for the black-throated finch. As you said, Tom, there is one more management plan to go ahead. That is the groundwater management plan, and we should be getting the tick of approval. If not, we will be hearing more from the government and Adani on June 13th. So that is the deadline. And then if that is approved, we will finally find out a date for when the Adani Carmichael coal mine will be built in central Queensland.